Alright, I'm going to do a really quick demo here on how to create a DCP from QuickTime Movie using Davinci Resolve and the DCP Plugin. So I have my QuickTime exported here already. This is a 2K QuickTime, and yeah, you want to make sure you have that ready before you launch Resolve, but I have that, so I'm going to go ahead and launch Resolve here. Just gonna log in with a guest for this demo purpose. Alright, then my QuickTime was in this user shared folder. Just for quick access, I added that to the cache drive. So I'm gonna first thing drag this to my media pool, and then change the project settings. Down here, I see that duration is about 60 seconds and 3 frames. Exact frame count is 1443, resolution 2048 1080 frames per second, and 2 channels of audio. Frames will come in as a necessity, because to create a DCP it actually does it frame by frame. So yeah. So I have that in my media pool. I'm going to go on to the next step, which is the edit step. Before I create a timeline, I'm going to change the project settings down here. Click on that little gear, and then up here where it says timeline resolution. For our purpose, we're going to do a 2K DCI flat pass, which is a requirement for the theater that we're going to be playing in. So I'm going to change that one setting, and then just apply that. Then I can hit cancel once it's applied. Kind of weird. Now I'm going to create a new timeline. Timeline 1, that's fine. And then go to my media pool. Just drag that down into my timeline here. Make sure it plays. Let's see the audio there. Once it's down there, my video track, my audio track, and next step is go to the Deliver tab down here. Up here it's under Basic Settings. We're going to change that to Advanced. Under Advanced and Video Format, we're going to change QuickTime to Easy DCP. Leave it on a single clip because we're just doing a single clip. Once it's on Easy DCP, 2K DCI, we're going to change that to 2K DCI flat. The maximum DCP bitrate, I'm going to take that down to 200, just for purposes of the theater. Once again, maximum bitrate that a DCI player can play back is 250. After that, it would start dropping frames, so just to be safe, I'm dropping that down to 200. And then, really important step is to export the audio. If you don't check this box, it's simply going to export the video into a DCP, which would be bad when you go to play it back in the theater and you notice that it doesn't have audio. Not sure why that step is there. It should be defaulted. Then I'm going to call this just a DCP demo. Make sure to name that DCP, and then going to tell it to render to user shared right there. I'm going to do render at maximum frames per second, and then all the other steps I can just leave as the default. I'm going to hit the button down here, add job to render queue, adds it over here, and then I'm going to start the render. You'll notice once I start the render that the color changes. Things start looking a little green. That's because it's for a DCP, and the DCI standard is XYZ color space, and the QuickTime and monitor is RGB. But I promise you, on the playback, it will be looking correct. Right, so it finished that job. The QuickTime was only 60 seconds long, like I said, so it went fairly quick. If you noticed up on the percentages up here, that's the processor. It was maxed out at 100 almost the entire time, which is why it went so quick. And this is a new Mac Pro, and so the frames per second render was going about average 40 frames per second, which is a lot faster than most other systems will do. So that finished, and now that it finished, if you click back to media, the DCP would usually show up here. However, it's not, just because this just needs to be refreshed. So what I'm going to do is going to quit out of Resolve real quick. And then quickly relaunch it. Go back in as guest, until the project, click back into this cache here, and here I have my DCP and my QuickTime. So what I'm going to do in the add those two to my media pool. Look down here, you can see that the QuickTime, which is 2048 by 1080, 23976, was actually then converted to resolution of DCI flat, which is 1998 by 1080, and 24 frames per second, which is required for DCI playback. The frame count is the exact same. I'm going to go to the Edit tab, quickly create just a simple new timeline, and then put my QuickTime down there. Going to look at the compare the video just to make sure the color looks right and is the same. Doesn't change at all, so you know that that is looking okay. One more thing, if you want to check the audio, can do that. So I'm on my DCP here, just make sure that it plays back. This one's not playing back just because the playback engine is a demo. So once again, you could quit out of Resolve and relaunch just to make sure you have your audio meters running here. The demo purpose, it gives you about 5 seconds to watch the DCP. So right now I'm not going to do that, but you see that everything's looking fine, and it was playing back audio when I was in the edit step, but once I clicked back it wasn't. That is it. Plain and simple DCP creation using Davinci Resolve.